much for stopping by my channel. This is Anna's Aqua Home, and if you've been here before, thanks for stopping by again. And if you're new, thanks for clicking on the video. I'm super excited to show you this video. I've made a scrunchie in another video. It was one of my first videos. I made plenty of scrunchies. I'm wearing one right now. But I wanted to show you something that I had been making, and it's a scrunchie wristlet, or like a scrunchie keychain, pretty much. I had seen a couple people do this and I was really excited to try one. I did it for myself and I have loved it and used it so much. So I wanted to make a video with it. So I make this scrunchie a little bit different than my first video. So if you haven't seen that, you can go check that out. But this one I make a little bit different. And here's how the final project turned out. I added a cute little keychain hook on the end. And it's this really pretty silk fabric. I actually used this, it was a Dollar Tree find. It was a Dollar Tree handkerchief or little neck scarf that I purchased for $1.25. I got enough to make this keychain wristlet, and I have a little bit left over. So I'm still deciding which project I'm gonna make with the leftovers. But here is what we'll be making today, and I hope you enjoy the video. Let's get into this project. First thing we're going to do is take this out of its package, undo this knot. Now it says this is, let me see, 19.69 plus by 19.69, so it's about 20 inches square. That is so pretty. It needs to be ironed, but we'll do that at another time. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to cut it. And how I'm going to cut it, I'm going to cut it, let me fold this over. It's super thin, which is really nice, and it'll be really nice to make that scrunchie keychain because it'll be really soft on your skin. I'm gonna cut 1, 2, 3, 4 and a half. I think that'll work really nicely. Let me go down to 4 and a half. I'm just gonna cut that. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to fold this in half with the right sides together. So you can see the dull side and you can see the pretty shiny side, and we're going to put the right sides together, the two shiny sides, and we are going to sew all along this edge. Got my sewing machine here, and I'm just going to sew 1/4 of an inch from the edge of our fabric. This is very silky, so it is a little bit harder to go through the machine. It just tends to move around a lot. I did this 1/4 of an inch from the edge, and you can see I'm just going to go ahead and turn this right side out. This is so pretty and so silky. It's really easy to turn right side out. Doesn't take very long. So here we go. We've got a tube. And this tube, if you're not using the little scarf from the Dollar Tree, it's about 20 inches long, 18, 19, 20 inches long. And once sewn, it's a little less than 2 inches wide. Here we go. I'm going to get a safety pin because we are going to thread through our elastic. I have this elastic here, and this is what I had on hand. It's 1/4 of an inch white braided polyester elastic. I'm not super picky about what elastic I use, so this will be fine. I had this on hand. And I'm going to do 8 inches. I have a safety pin here, and I'm going to put the safety pin on the end of my elastic, and I'm going to thread it through my tube. All right, make sure not to lose the end. All right, so you have both of them like that. Now is the important part, when you have your piece that is going to turn it into a keychain. All right, so I'm using a rose gold for this, and I'm going to slide it over my elastic and then slide it, the tube, through there. Perfect. So now I can go ahead and tie my elastic pieces in a knot. You can sew over these, but I'm just going to make it super easy, and I'm going to fold them over and just knot them so that it'll be super simple. All right, now is a good time to try on your scrunchy wristlet. Make sure it's not too tight. Make sure that everything, it's not too loose, not too tight. And then we've got this little guy sitting here as well. So now we have to put these two pieces together. I try to make sure that the knot is out of the way, and I'm just working with a flat piece of elastic in the middle. I've got both seams lined up the same way, and it's helpful also to have a pin during this too, so once you get it into place. So this one is going to tuck inside the other one. All right, and I'm going to tuck it in there about 1/2 inch. You can do 1 inch. There we go. And then, because this is finished, we could just sew over it, but I'm going to fold this under as well. About another 1/4 of an inch, 1/2 inch. On both the front and the back. Match up those seams at the top. All right, make sure all the way down it's looking good. We have those folded over. And take that pin out and make sure that the elastic comes up to right around the middle. I know you can't see that, but I'm making sure the elastic piece is right in the middle there. All right, so here's the front, here's the back. The elastic is right in the middle. I'm going to pin the elastic there so it doesn't move around. And then I'm going to sew right over these, making sure to go through all the layers on the front and the back. Get the pin out of there. And you're going to want to just try to hold everything as you sew. I am going to use a back stitch. At the top and the bottom. So here's what the front looks like. Here's what the back looks like. So I was able to go through all of those layers. I'm going to trim these off. And here is your scrunchy wristlet. You can move this around so that that's sticking off, right? You can put that on. attach your keys, your lanyard, however you want it. And then you could always, I've seen some people put it on the end and then fold it and sew right here so that it's always in the same place. But I actually like mine to be moving around a little bit so that's just how I prefer mine. I don't like mine sewn directly in place. But if you certainly wanted to, you would just fold it over, sew it close to here, and then you'd still have the rest of the scrunchie. So there you go, a cute scrunchie wristlet. I absolutely love mine. I use it all the time, and I hope you make one to use as well. Thanks so much for watching.